What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael. We're going to be speaking on the Scorpios. See what we got. Make sure you guys drink plenty of water, right? I can't stress that enough. I mean, that's one of the main resources we need to survive. And that's one of the main things that if you drink a lot of, it's going to bring positive impact, right? I mean, of course, don't over excessively, but make sure that you guys are hydrating yourself. A lot of times when we're like clogged up in the mind or we don't know what to think certain times, then that can cause us to like overreact and things like that. And that's probably because we're not getting enough water, right? We have conjoined crocodiles. The conjoined crocodiles share a single stomach and yet fight over food, right? This could be from people that like might not appreciate you at the moment, even though you guys are sharing resources. This could be family members, friendship, relationships, all those things, right? Appreciation is one of the most important things, because what it does is if we don't appreciate our moments, our pairs and things like that, or our relationships, we can that can actually it can sort of kind of like lose grip of the moment, right? So just make sure that when people's doing for you or when you're doing for people, make sure that you're getting that same energy. That energy is reciprocating, right? It's like the good energy you're putting out, you're receiving that good energy back, right? Let's see what else we got for my Scorpios. Oh, all right, we're gonna pick up the. Let's see what this one is. We'll go with this one. Believe in your good luck, my Scorpios. Whoever needs to hear this, right? I told my old co-workers. I went back to the because it was a grocery store and I go shopping and stuff, and I told them like, don't forget about like never. Make sure that you guys are not forgetting about great things to come, right? Make sure that you guys are not forgetting about miracles. It's kind of like gambling in a sense. Life is like gambling in a sense, because it's like, obviously, like, make sure you guys are not putting your all into gambling or that. But when it comes on to life, if you take a little chance or take a little risk, you don't know the outcome. So if you guys are working a certain career where you're not happy in, and therefore you're not going to be able to work sufficiently, you're not going to be motivated to continue to work and build your quality, you're probably only going there for a paycheck. Even though that's probably how you pay your bills, but you can get a paycheck by doing the things you love as well, right? And make sure that you guys are not losing that mystical kind of feeling that, hey, anything's possible type of thing. Because once we lose that, it's like we're just on this road of pretty much destruction, right? Because you don't have no, it's like a lot of people don't have no, it's like when you tell them something great's happened, they don't believe it, you know what I mean? So you gotta still have that belief system. Trust the universe, and this goes along perfectly with what I was just saying. So when you're, like I said, when like opportunities come up, you gotta believe they're magical. You gotta believe that, hey, that's there for a reason. You gotta trust the universe is there giving you opportunities to be successful. Like a lot of times, some things that you experience in life is not necessarily gonna take you exactly where you want to go at that moment, but in the end, a lot of different situations make the outcome of it, right? If that makes sense to you guys. It's kind of like, for an example, it's kind of like somebody's building a house and something goes wrong, or like a pipe bursts or whatever, and then they add a swimming pool or something just because of something happening, and then in the end when the house is built, they're like, wow, all these situations popped off, all these opportunities that I was able to get caused it to be like almost my dream home, so it's just crazy. Sometimes things don't go as planned for a reason. So we have revelation. So you're being more connected to the spiritual side of a lot of things. You're being more focused. I just told my wife that I'm throwing away my gum and my candy and all of that, because like I made a commitment on this channel that I told you guys that I was gonna stop doing it, and I mean it. You feel me? Because I can't go back on my word, because then I'll be cheating myself. You know what I mean? So for sure, you're going to be connected with your spiritual self. And I know the gum thing didn't have nothing to do with spirituality. It's just showing you the commitment, right? It's not just a matter of knowing your higher power, but you got to be committed to understanding, like, hey, listen, whatever happens in my life, I'm going to be willing to understand that it's for a cause, right? Having that faith in them. So that having the faith, it just means, look at beat. So having the faith just means that, hey, you're going to be living life like opportunities come, you take them. Even if it's a pay cut. I remember when I transitioned to my career, or from a grocery store to working with children and stuff, at first I was like, skeptical. I was asking questions, asking my people, should I do it, should I don't? And then just end up making me want to do it anyway, so I just end up doing it, and then fast forward, here I am today, something totally different. But working with therapists, I was a junior, working with, therapists that have been to school and all of that, it changed my mindset a little bit, you know. And now, fast forward, here I am today. I have a different mindset. I have more of an improved mindset. So I just want to encourage you guys to do the same, right? Like, take on opportunities as they come. You never know. Yeah, it might not pay you as much as what you're getting, but in the end, you're gonna be winning, right? Feel in order to know. So this could be coming from like experience, right? A lot of times we have to physically go through something to actually know what it is, right? Even though you can read a book about it, you can, like, for an example, a beach, right? Somebody could describe to you what beach sand feels like all day. You can watch a movie about beach sand, but you're never gonna really understand the true feeling of it until you actually put your toes in that sand. So I just want that to be encouraging to you guys, is even though you guys are probably watching videos and things like that of spirituality or whatever you're watching, make sure that you guys are practicing these things. I just after breakfast I went outside and I was looking at the scenery of my patio. I was just looking out there, right? And it's not about the patio. It's not about. I don't want to describe what I be seeing because I don't want you guys to feel a certain way. But my point is, find some sort of meditation. Find something that is in your area that you can appreciate. Because if that was my first time ever like sitting out there and just relaxing, and what it does is you can kind of look at life differently. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's something that only you would understand once you experience it. So that's like feel in order to know, right? So we have puffed up, arrogance, humility. All life must be valued. So look, you're gonna go through life. You're gonna experience many different things. You're probably gonna, if God be willing, you get to 30 and 40, you're gonna feel like these youngins can't tell you nothing, things like that. Which, in a sense, when you get to a certain profession, yes, you have that experience. However, never put a blockage on a potential learning experience, no matter how old you get, because arrogance can be our downfall a lot of the times. And everybody has value, right? Everybody, no matter if they're 7 years old to 17 to 70, everybody has value. So just keep that in mind. Don't let arrogance or you feeling like, because you've been through so much that you know it all, to be a downfall of kind of like a downfall of like a potential loss of a potential. I say potential because it's not guaranteed, but it's a potential. It could happen. It's possible of you learning some new information that could possibly benefit you. That which cleanses and removes bad luck. A symbol of good fortune and sanctity. It encourages regular requests for good means from God. There's going to be like the simplest things, right? One thing I like to pray for is my health, right? Make sure that my health is, because with health equals wealth, because if I'm not healthy, I can't do nothing, right? So this could be the simplest things that you guys could be requesting for. And even though they're simple, they're very almighty, like health, for an example. Even the best doctor sometimes can't save a client. Or can't save an individual. So we gotta be appreciative. Like I said, just go back to being appreciative. Appreciate and ask for the simplest things, but the things that are most valuable to you, right? Like I said, you're not asking to be healthy. You're asking for a boat or a house or whatever, and you get that boat and house, and then I don't want to say a certain illness, but you end up getting a certain illness, and then now you can't even live in that house, right? So let's just make sure that we're focusing on the simple things, but the things that are most valuable to us. So we have shadows, right? Understand everything in the dark will come to light. So if you're doing things in the dark, it will come to light. So I advise you guys to stop it at the moment while you're ahead of the game, right? Also, if anybody else is talking bad about you, it will come to your light. Now, you don't necessarily have to entertain it, because I try not to, because when you're staying focused and when you're on this spiritual path and you're on this journey, you encounter things that others don't even have the capacity in their mind to understand. So why would you scoop to that level? You see what I'm saying? So people are going to talk. It's like the devil. The devil's going to try to recruit as much minions as possible, whereas God has the whole world in his hands. You see what I'm saying? You can't rule a kingdom that you didn't create or that you didn't help to build. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys know, you know, right? That's going to end you guys reading for the Scorpios. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in on this reading. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, subscribe only if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys next time on the next spiritual reading.